So, y'all, we back in here with another Just Ask Rob. Got the email pulled up right here. It's lengthy. Let's go ahead and tell y'all. Subject line reads, making videos about loving black men. Now, I'm being attacked for it. Says, hi, Rob. I started making videos a few months ago. I started for a few reasons. I'm 31 and I felt like all my life I haven't really been saying what's on my mind. I've always hid my true feelings mostly out of fear of ridicule. I felt that my views on black relationships from a female perspective doesn't meet up with the indoctrination. I've tried to go along with it, but I couldn't be quiet anymore. I listen to you guys, you and other YouTubers, and I hear you say that you can be the change, and I realize my voice is valid. Mad love to you for hearing that fucking message. My voice should be heard. My voice needs to be out there. I couldn't keep it in anymore. But anyway, I try to speak on the dysfunction that I feel our community is riddled with. I hold both black men and black women accountable as my page grows, as I feel more comfortable simply both black men and women must start accepting the roles we are playing and how we are contributing to the dysfunction we complain about so much. I love black men. I love the black woman. I love myself. Because I love myself, I love black men. If it had not been for a black woman and a black man, I wouldn't be here. Why do we attack each other instead of uplift? I'm getting accused of pandering, being a pick me woman, a new one to me. Just heard of such a woman yesterday, and I'm just trying to stroke the male ego. Black women are telling me I'm delusional, I'm lost, I'm in a fantasy world, and black men are garbage, all of them. My question is, how do you deal with the hate? What keeps you motivated to continue on with this fight when it's against your own when it's your own against you the most? I feel like this without I feel like this. Without the black man, there is no black community. Without the black woman, there is no black community. If black men are failing, black women are failing. If women would be honest, we could see that we're contributing more than we want to admit to. It's deep. Black men have no allies, not even their women. That's a problem. I want to stand up for my good black men out there putting in work. I want the black man to feel loved and appreciated. No one shows him the love. No one appreciates him. Our men are hopping on the MGTOW, BMGTOW, IBMOR, and other things that have the ideology. Don't deal with women on any level, no relationship, no marriage, no kids, nothing but maybe sex every now and then. Our men are comparing being in relationships with us to being at war. Our men feel like this for a reason. Why? Black women can't possibly be doing everything right. If our men would rather date oppressor's woman, would rather go out of the country for a woman, would rather just be alone than be with a black woman, that is coming from somewhere. As black women, we need to address the hurt in our men. I know this is long, but like I said, I'm finally feeling comfortable now saying how I feel. I'm not ashamed of my love for black men anymore. I love my community and I want us to be better. And I feel like we won't get there if we don't start addressing the mentalities that are in our community. Now, she actually shared some videos with me as well that would show, and I went and looked at those and I saw that black women were coming for her and shit like that. What you have to understand is, one, if you're going to be doing videos where you're not completely shaming black men, not talking down towards black men constantly, then you're going to get some backlash from black women. I get it some myself when I talk about black women, and I'm not completely shaming them, completely bashing them, completely going ham on them. You'll have some black men that come jump out on me, call me a simp, or, saying I'm trying to get pussy and all this shit like that. These are sicknesses that we have within ourselves because we have been taught the only way to be revolutionary is to be against your own people. This is the only thing. This is a revolutionary move. It's cool. It is something that everybody's doing. And you're going to be faced with that mentality anytime you're talking good about any side. This is why if you notice people that do videos and they talk about black men, they're going to be mostly negative about black men. Because that's how you get a black female audience. Is if you're mostly negative, you're going to have your black female audience guaranteed. You don't need nobody else. If you're mostly negative, you'll have black men who make mostly negative videos about black women. That guarantees you'll have a black male audience at all times. It's sad that that's a niche that people can climb into and be successful in. It's really sad that that's a thing, but if you're going to be out here, you have to know that that's a thing. It is real sad. It's real sick if you ask me. That's what people are doing. Nobody really wants to talk about the group and, group accountability or even accountability at all, especially if we're talking about women. They not about to deal with no accountability, so you're going to be faced with those attacks from women. I get it all the time. You're no different because you're a woman. Only thing they're going to say different to you is that, well, a woman going to say to you, well, you just want to get this dick from black men. And then they'll turn around and say, well, black men will fuck anything. So it's just like, okay. So you telling me I have to campaign for dick, but black men fuck anything. So why do I have to campaign for dick? Why do I have to be a pick me anything if black men, according to y'all, will fuck anything? But that's not the type of logic that's going to be happening in the minds of these people that's going to be throwing these types of insults at you. And if you're going to be out here, most of your opposition is going to be black people, whether black men or black women. Going to be black people. I'm sure a lot of your opposition ain't going to be black men, especially if you're out here showing love to black men. Especially from a black woman's perspective. If you're out here showing love to black men, most of your opposition is going to be coming from black women who don't agree with what you're saying, who have decided they don't need black men for anything, who have decided that they are disgusted with black men, they've been hurt by black men. So, therefore, anybody speaking good on black men is a problem. These are the type of unrealistic mentalities we have, dysfunctional mentalities that we have within our communities. Every bit of hurt that I've had caused to me has been by black women because that's who I fuck with. But I'm not out here, to turn my back on the team because of that. To most black people, that's logical. If black men hurt you, then fuck them. Black women hurt you, then fuck them. We don't understand how detrimental that mentality is to our community and as it's passed down on our children. To me, you're doing the right thing, and I'm really happy that you decided to use your voice for something positive. But be ready for negativity to come try to overshadow your shit. And it's sad that most of them is going to be black women. I seen one of your videos where you quoted Miss Ali. You talked about her, and she didn't have a lot of respect from black women either. So if this is one of your idols, you're going to be walking down the same path that she walked down, well, be ready. Because black women didn't fuck with her either. At all. I don't want to say her fucking name wrong. I want to say Rahad Ali. I could be fucking her first name up. But I know who the Queen Mother is. I know her talking points. And I know that black women didn't fuck with her either. So you got to be ready. You dealing with internet trolls, don't let that deter you. Black women are going to come at you like that, especially if you're showing love to black men. That's sad, but that's just how it is. You have to be ready for that out here. And I've said this on many, many videos that 98% of black people is coons. And now these coons have a way to give their opinion anonymously or just give their opinion at all. So you're going to get coon opinions on your videos, on the things that you say when you're not hating black men. Now, I'll challenge you. Make a video about how disgusted you are with black men. Black women will give you a standing ovation. That's the sad part. I've done it several times on my channel. Just talk about something real about women. They cut your fucking head off. They don't want to be accountable for anything. But you turn around and go ham on black men. Those same women that was cussing you out, telling you crazy, they'll stand up and clap for you on the next one. That's just that's where we are right now. We don't see how crazy that is. And we don't understand how sick that is to be out here. And particularly being against your own people who aren't saying anything negative. That's the cross you have to bear if you out here trying to liberate the minds of black people. If you're out here spreading black love. You saying shit like you love black men, that right there alone gonna get you hate from black women. Because a lot of them don't. A lot of them only seen pain from black men. Or what they perceive as pain. We won't even get into that right now. I won't even deal with the perception of pain, but or the perception of hurt. That's a deeper video for another time. But you have to understand that, and I applaud you for using your voice. But if you're gonna be out here, you might as well put your boots on, strap in tight, put both hands on the wheel, because you're gonna be dealing with people of your own race, women of your own race, coming at you for not hating and spitting venom towards black men, not being hateful towards black men. You will be more popular if you were doing that. That's the sad part. That's the sad part. If you go look at somebody's videos, if you don't believe me, like find videos where you'll have a black woman and most of her things she has to say is negative about black men. You'll see black women giving her a standing ovation. That's just how it is. You're out here to change that. I came out here to change the narrative that I saw where black men were just sitting around going ham on black women. I came to change some of that. So, and I have to deal with the negativity that I'm going to see sometimes when I do, talk about black men. Even when I talk about black women, you're going to have to deal with some of that negativity, but that's just what you got to do if you're going to be out here. All right. I hope this helped in some way. It's sad, really. It's sad what our mentality is. If you don't hate, if you don't spend all your time hating one side or another, if you talking about group accountability, team accountability, that's something that's not popular with us either. Most of us prefer, if you hate black men mostly or hate black women mostly, most of us prefer that. It's sad. It's fucked. But that's where we are. And we, people like you, people like me, we're trying to get everybody to a level, but it's just very difficult. I mean, you think about Miss Ali, she's doing this, during in the 80s. She been doing this shit. And the situation is still what it is. So if you're going to be out here, just understand that she did that for decades, still doing it right now. And black women's mind ain't changed about how they feel about the black man, how they don't need the black man, how they're independent, and the black man ain't shit. He's garbage. He's the worst man. So you still have those mentalities out here, even after this woman been given decades of her life to that. So if you're going to pick up that mantle, understand you in the same situation and be strong through it, though. I admire your standpoint. I admire your perspective. Show that love. I mean, I know you're gonna have to come out here and be hard sometime. I get that, but show that love too. A lot of YouTubers don't do that because they like to sensationalize. They understand what getting views is. They're not really here for the community, so they're saying anything negative they can about the opposite sex because they know that's what's going to get them the views. That's going to get them that money. But if your soul ain't for sale, if your soul ain't for sale and you really have nurturing the people on your mind, and that's what you want to do is bridge that gap between the black man, black woman, bring it back to love, bring it back to what we're supposed to be as a community, then you're gonna get some negativity. But you ain't doing this shit for money. All right. At least I'm not either. I'm out here trying for the team. That's all it is to it for me, trying to bridge this gap, bring the team together through accountability and through both sides being accountable. A lot of men like to put everything on a woman, and a lot of these women like to put everything on a man, and that ain't getting us nowhere. And you would think by now that we would, try to move past, okay, this ain't working. You think we do something else, but no. We are so comfortable being dysfunctional, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. And we don't see anything wrong with it. Ain't nobody trying to bridge no gaps. So if you come out here trying to bridge gaps, you're going to have people trying to tear you down. Your own people trying to tear you down constantly. And I'm sorry about that, but don't give up, please. Don't give up. I need to see more people being neutral as far as handing out accountability on both sides. I need to see more of that. That actually, I like that. I don't see it enough. Either somebody decided they're going to slam black men all the time, or somebody decided they're going to slam black women all the time. And that's all we got. These are our scholars. These are our would-be leaders out here in the community. And I think that we need to have group accountability as a team and talk, have these conversations. But I hope this helped in some way. I know it's a lot to deal with. You'll be revisiting this feeling a lot. Anybody doing these videos, you revisit this feeling a lot. Because you'll feel like, well, what the fuck am I wasting my goddamn time for? These motherfuckers out here against me. What's the point? I can just focus on my kids and say, fuck the whole community. But you'll be compelled. If you're anything like me, you'll be compelled to continue to move forward because of the people that you may touch and the people you may inspire, the people you may have dig down inside of them and see where is this dysfunction coming from? Am I a part of? Could it be something that I could do better to curb some of this dysfunction, to curb some of the relationships I have with the opposite sex as well? So, that's all the fuck I want to say. Y'all already know what it is. Comment if you feel need to comment. If I left something off, if there's more here, you know, if there's more here that needs to be said, of course, y'all put those comments in the comment section. We are here as a team to help each other out, to help hold each other up, to help make each other strong. And I know that a lot of us deal with this type of discouraging energy from our own people. But if you're not gonna be hating black men, if you're not gonna be hating black women all the time, then you're gonna deal with some shit. Sadly enough, but just stay strong. And if you need me, I'm here. All right, mad love. Y'all already know what it is. Know what the fuck it is. It's been another Just Ask Rob. Y'all keep sending me the emails. I'm gonna get to them as I can. Y'all be patient with me though. Subscribe to me on social media. Y'all already know what it is. Mad love, y'all. I'm out.